What it do, man? It's your boy Josh. We back up in this thing with another one. We woke up this morning. It's another beautiful day. All praise to the Most High, man. Let's get it. Man, it's hot out here, man. But I wanted y'all to know, man, a negative mind cannot create a positive life. If you didn't know that before, now you know. There was a quote that I had in my bathroom. And it's a well-known quote, but if you haven't heard it before, man, this will be pretty eye-opening. But it says, mind your thoughts for they become your words. Mind your words before they become your actions. Mind your actions for they become your habits. Mind your habits as they become your life. The genesis of that entire process begins in the mind. Everything that you see around us, good, bad, indifferent, everything, this chair, for example, the idea of this chair started in the mind. And it started in the mind, and somebody believed that it could be done, and therefore it's here, right here today. Everything that you see, everything that you know, started in the mind. It started with an idea. That just to show you that the mind has everything to do with your life. It has everything to do with the life that surrounds you. The mind is the most powerful thing that a human possesses. The ability to think. That's what makes us different from species to species. So why am I telling you this? Is that your mind has the power. Your mind in itself has the power to change the course of direction in which your life goes. It all starts with you. Nobody else. You and your mind and your thoughts. And you want to know something? You can control your thoughts. You can control your mind. You have full and utter control over this. And also meaning you have full control of your destiny, of where you end up. It's all on you. It's not based on your circumstance. It's not what you were born into. It's not based on what you look like. It all is based on what you think. Now, when it comes to how you think, if you want to make a positive life, you have to put your thoughts or put your mind in the best case scenario to think positively. Now, in order to achieve that, there is something in life that you are going to oppose, and that is called negativity. There are going to be negative actions that are going to oppose you, go against you. And those negative actions can tend to make us think more negatively. And if we think more negatively, we start to act negatively. I.e., for example, if I'm driving down the highway and I get a ticket, that's a negative action that happened towards me. Now I'm mad. Now I'm angry. Now I'm thinking negatively. Now I'm complaining. And because I'm mad and I'm angry, I lash out. I crash out. I start behaving in a manner that's based on my thoughts and how I'm feeling. It doesn't make you less than. That is typically what makes you human. Is that you're going to experience different feelings. Life is like a roller coaster. You're going to have bad days. You're going to have good days. But if you want to have more good days, it's all based on just simply how you think. How are you going to respond to the negative situation? You may have experienced a breakup. You and your girl probably aren't together. That's bad. That's negative. Typically, a breakup is something that usually is something that is not good. You feel a certain way. But what is going to make you endure or heal from that breakup is all based on your thinking. See, yeah, okay, me and my girl, we broke up, but This can be a break. This breakup can be an opportunity for me to have a breakthrough. I may have an opportunity for me to start focusing on myself and focusing on what I need to do to make my life better. I can start giving myself the time and energy and attention that I need as I was giving it to somebody else. I have an opportunity to grow from this. I can learn from my experience, and when I am pushed up into the next experience, or I go through the next experience, my odds of succeeding are going to be even greater. I'm going to be more prepared. That is you choosing to think positively. Yes, I got laid off, I got fired from my job, but what I'm headed to now is going to be something different. Let me think positively. It's going to be something different. Therefore, it might be something that's better. I may be in a better scenario than what I was before, even though I experienced this negative outcome. Even though I experienced something negative, I still can land somewhere positively, all simply based on your thinking. Also, what affects your mind is if you're around a bunch of people that think negatively, by association, you're going to think negatively. People that may think negatively may think negatively about you. What do you do when somebody thinks negatively about you and they voice it out to you? How do you battle that? How do you withstand that? Well, the positive way of thinking is understanding and accepting and acknowledging that there are always going to be people that are going to think negatively towards you. There are always going to be some people that just think negatively. The positive way of dealing with that negativity is by accepting it and doing corrective measures. Since I know that me being around them is negative, I know what they're about. I know whenever they call my phone, I know it's going to leave me in a worse situation or make me feel worse about myself than I was before I answer their phone. There's some people that call my phone where I already know what their MO is. This person right here is going to agitate me. This person right here is just going to think negatively about me. This person right here is just going to spew off bad energy. Why would I invite that to my life? Let me think more positively by choosing to put myself in a better positive space mentally. So what I'm telling you is that you have to understand that people are going to be hateful. People are going to be disrespectful. People are going to do things that are going to make you want to think negatively. But you have to understand it. You have to decipher it. Oh, when I'm around this person makes me think X, Y, Z. They could possibly not even think negatively about you, but if they just thinking negatively in general, they always bringing down the mood. And they don't gotta say nothing or do nothing to bring about the mood. You can just feel it off of them. You can just feel their energy when they just around. You know what I'm saying? They got this energy, that aura that comes off of them that just screams negative. That gets you start acting a different type of way. That start bringing you down. And what's bringing you down also equates to negativity. We want to make a positive life, so we need to surround ourselves with people that think positively as well. That think positively about us. And the best way to think positively about people is understand that not everybody is going to think positively about you. Not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to find you attractive. You have to accept that. Just because this person thinks negatively about you, you're going to start thinking negatively about you? Just because one person doesn't find you attractive, you think you're unattractive now? Just because why do we tend to focus on the one negative thing? We can get 100 compliments, we can receive 100 positive things, but that one negative thing is the one thing that eats out our mind all day, every day. And I'm not saying that you are flawed for thinking that way. It just makes you human. You have compassion. You have sympathy. You want to be a good person. You want to be kind. You want to spread love. So it's just so unfamiliar to you when somebody is spreading hate. It's You're not used to spewing out negativity and spewing out hate. So when you're experiencing it, it has the ability to hit you like a ton of bricks. And it weighs on you. But you got to think positively. You got to understand that that's going to happen regardless. There ain't nothing you can do about it to change it. We're not focused on things we can't control over here. But what you can do is you can make a positive out of the negative situation. Oh, this person is being very negative to me. I'm going to choose not to associate with them. I'm going to choose not to talk to them. I'm going to choose the avenue that does not put me on a path where I have to go in conjunction with them. I'm going to make decisions. I'm going to be weary of the things that are around me and understand that they have an effect on my mind. And once you start doing that, once you start putting yourself in a position to where your mind and your thoughts can thrive and just think more positively, once you start hanging around and being around some people that's going to uplift you so that your mind can start thinking more positively so it can thrive, watch how your life begins to elevate. So I want you, going forward, I want you to analyze people's energy, analyze their behavior. I want you to tap into that sixth sense that we all have. We all have that sixth sense where it's just like, man, something don't feel right around here. You know it. A person doesn't have to, without anybody saying anything to you, without anybody saying any words to them, just look at them. Don't stare at them, but just look at them. Look at their body language. Pay attention to how they're carrying themselves. Try to make an assumption and try to form a hypothesis about this person and what they're going and how they're presenting themselves, and decipher whether or not this person can be a net negative or a net positive. If a person don't want to look you in your eye, don't want to say what's up to you when you walking past them, that's always huffing and puffing and sighing every time that you come around, anytime you say something, somebody that's rolling your eyes every time that you around them, somebody that may act where you see them act a different kind of way around that person. Say, for example, you and this person did the same exact thing, but they act more positively around that person as opposed to you, they act more negatively. Pay attention to that stuff, bro. Because if you allow that person to continue to be around you, dog, you'll start to think in your mind. Because you don't mean no ill will. All you're here to do is just bring out love, peace and prosperity. That's it. And so if it feels toxic to you, if it feels awkward to you, don't try to be like, maybe I'm tripping, maybe I'm crazy. No, you're not crazy. I can tell a lot about a person based on one impression, based on how they look at me, based on how they shake my hand, based on how they walk at me. Babies do it. Babies do it they don't even be alive for that long, but they have different reactions to different type of people. Why do you think that is? They get happy and giddy whenever this person is holding them, but then whenever this other person, they just, like a baby don't know much, but it could just sense like, nah, bro, you are not it. Please put me down. Please put me back over there where I'm happy, where I can be at peace. You born with it, bro. You know this. Don't accept your environment. Don't accept the status quo no more. If you see some negativity in your life, change it. Because it has the ability to affect your mind, your mental health. And if it is affecting your mind, it will affect your life. That's why I may make some decisions that some people may not say, like, why is he doing that? Why is he doing that? But I'm not making the decision for them. I'm making the decision for me. And it's not whatever is for me, what's understood for me, don't got to be explained. I don't need to explain myself to anybody. This is my life. This is the life that I want to live. What do I look like explaining the life I want to live to somebody else as if I'm asking for their approval? You're going to have some people that's going to question you and going to hit you with is he all right? Is he good? He's not answering the phone. Man, he fake. You got to be willing to be like, hey, bro, you probably ain't going to like me, but it's cool because I realize the role that you played in my life. And the role that you played in my life is you've constantly been putting me in a negative scenario, getting me to think negatively about myself. And because I don't want to think negatively about myself no more, because I want a positive life, I got to make the decision to let you stay over there, to cut you off, to not respond to your text every single time, every chance I get. Maybe I need to get into a better headspace to be able to deal with you. Let me get some more positive, be around more positivity and start feeling more uplifted about myself before I have to deal with you, before I come around you. Let me spend some time at peace to where I can rejuvenate and I can feel better about myself before I start getting myself around you. And if you got to choose either them or yourself, I hope you can choose the wiser decision by picking yourself. Because if you don't pick yourself, please name me who's going to pick for you. Who's going to choose you to take care of you if you don't choose to take care of you. But remember what I said at the beginning of the video. Be mindful of your thoughts before they become your words. Be mindful of your words before they become your actions. Be mindful of your actions as they become your habits. Be mindful of your habits as they become your life. It all starts with the mind. Put your mind in the best case scenarios for you to thrive, for you to live. For you to live free, for you to be positive. I don't want you to be depressed. I don't want you to be sad. You get one life. You want to live majority of it in the pits? If not, then if you in the pits right now, if you in the darkness right now, what decisions, what actions can you make right now to make your life more positively? But it all starts with up in here. Thinking positive thoughts so that you can think positive actions so that you can cultivate a positive life. Stop accepting negativity. Stop accepting defeat. Stop accepting that this is what it is. And I'm just always going to be here. And this is just what life is always going to be about. That's bullcrap, bro. That's you choosing to be negative. That's you choosing to think negatively. And think about the life that you're going to cultivate based on the genesis of that thought right there. I'm going to go ahead and newsflash for you. Thinking like that is going to create a negative life. A life filled with negativity. And I don't want that to be for you, bro. So let this be a symbol. Let this video be a sign for you to sharpen up. Start putting some measures in place so that you can start changing your life and making it more positive. So that's all I got for y'all boys, man. Before y'all go, please make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'ma holla at y'all.